the school project today. So it's a philanthropic work where we're going to raise some money with one percenters that are ready to really step up their global impact.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this is the site, like with the little video there. Yeah, so together we can provide education for 1,000 kids in India.
Yeah.
And it's so easy, right? People go through, hit donate, and you can choose like literally one coffee a day, like $3.33 for 3 months. And if you get 33 people doing that, that's the whole school group.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah, and they give you photos of and videos and stories, like, you know, once your fund's been kind of allocated and everything of your village.
I'm going to definitely do this.
Yeah, well, I think we should definitely go over there and do this. But yeah, I've just been basically preparing my notes for the webinar and just, you know, really calling in the people that are ready to play at a bigger scale.
Yeah.
I often talk about that in business, like people that are 1%, people that are like, yes, I want to, you know, I want to be the 1%, I want to play at this level, but stepping up their impact as well, because it has to be holistic. You know, you can't like up-level your life and your lifestyle and your money and your business and your relationship and like not up-level the impact. Like it's
so
really
true.
important to do it holistically.
Yep.
And I don't think that people get that the more they give, the more it's going to flow back to them anyway, right? And for me, I feel like I got stuck in my head for ages around like, I don't know like where to contribute or what to do or how it works or anything, but this is so simple. Hey Snappers, I'm about to go live running a brand new webinar about how you can impact more on a global scale. I'm super excited about it. I'm launching something massive. Hey guys, welcome to the webinar. Can you just type in a yes if you can hear me okay, firstly? Hey Ruth from South Africa, how you doing? Awesome. Emma, Megan, Ange, Sweater, Anita, Catherine, lots of you guys. Cool. Loud and clear from South Africa. Hey Jackie, awesome to have you on. What does actually making a global impact mean to you? Because that is what we're covering off today. That is what we're going to chat on, and I have some very cool news to share with you guys. And so here's the thing. When I was telling myself all these stories, I found that I got really stuck in scarcity. You know, this mindset of lack. It wasn't a mindset of abundance. It wasn't a mindset of greatness. And here's what's interesting is that it really flowed through all areas of my life. So I'm talking about impact right now, but it wasn't just showing up around impact. It was showing up in my business. It was showing up in my money, my relationship, my self-care, like all of it, right? And I had this really amazing mentor that I worked with years and years and years back. And I remember I was taking my own struggles to him, saying, look, why aren't I making the money that I want? Why isn't my business growing like I want? You know, why don't I have the relationship that I want? And he looked me in the eye and he said to me, he said, well, Regan, how much are you giving and how much are you contributing in this world? Here's the big announcement. What I am doing, guys, is I am focusing on building schools in less fortunate areas around the world, okay? Now this includes places like India, East Africa, Ecuador, amongst others. There's going to be a lot of schools built over the last 12 months, and I've obviously set some really big goals around it, right? I am going to have a minimum of 10 schools built in the next 12 months, okay? And the money, by the way, for 2 schools, it will be raised by the end of this month, which is June. Any questions about it? If you need the link personally, just send me a private message right away. I love, appreciate, and adore absolutely every single one of you. So have an absolutely epic day. Thank you so much for being on the line. And of course, remember, you absolutely can have it all. Ciao. Just heading into a Bikram yoga class. I tend to do these once a week. It's just, you know what, I'm not a big yoga person in terms of normal yoga, but when it comes to hot yoga or Bikram yoga, I absolutely love it. I find it so challenging physically, but at the same time mentally as well. And I always find that afterwards, you know, I have this sense of calmness, and yeah, the body feels so good. So really looking forward to getting into it. I'm about to jump on the line with a brand new VIP premium client who is ready to massively up her game through every area of her life and really, you know, step into the space of just calling in what she was actually born for. And, you know, this person is already extremely successful in her own right. So I'm just so blessed and so grateful to be the one to help her shift that and really crank up the gears and crank up her impact and her income, and then take everything from her brand to her self-confidence to her mindset to an entirely new level. So really looking forward to jumping on this call. So we need over $10,000 to raise the money for one schoolhouse to be built, and so far we have raised over $7,288. Check it out, look at it. Woo. Cool, so really excited about the response from everyone in terms of launching out the schools and starting to raise the funds for the first 2 schools, which are going to get done in the first month. We've moved really fast considering, there's 23 days left, and that's from when I actually set up the site. It wasn't even from when I launched it, which was really cool. So I'm just so grateful for everyone that's actually pulled together and contributed, regardless of what they've donated. It's so seriously cool. And once the first house is completed, I'll be actually going through and recognizing all of those people that have contributed to making this happen. So there's 23 so far, which is absolutely epic. So the goal now really is just to get some old school hustle on, and to actually start private messaging a whole lot of people. And I understand that when you post on Facebook, when you do a training, not 100% of the people see it, obviously. So if you are someone who is ready to step up your global impact and contribute right now, head to my Facebook page. The link is on there. Time to get the hustle on. I went the 10K. I want it all sorted within the next couple of days. The first school's done basically within the first week. And then I do have a sneaky plan up my sleeve in terms of how we're going to do the second one, which is really exciting, which will definitely be done this month as well. Okay, we are massively running late, but that's okay. I got caught up on client calls. I mean, what are you meant to do? Just be like, oh, I just have to hang up now. So anyway, it was a great call. I'm heading to the W Hotel, gonna hang out for a bit of a hustle session with my amazing VIP one-on-one client, Robyn Nikora-Scott. She's a total game changer. So we're down at the W Resort with the one and only Robyn Nikora-Scott, who is a badass superwoman, basically taking over the world and living location-free in Bali. So what do you do when other amazing superwomen are around? You hang out and you have an Aperol Spritz and you get your laptop out and you hustle, right? So yeah, we're down here and it's so cool to catch up. And yeah, I mean, Robyn, it's been an amazing journey for you, right? Like over the last few months, literally jumping in, so much growth, moving to Bali.
Massive, yeah.
What's been the biggest thing?
Well, it's a really awesome question. Biggest thing for me has been my own personal transformation. For years, it's really funny actually, not that funny. I've been working for years and years, over 15 years on business transformation, and for the first time in a really massive way, I've turned it around and gone deep into what Robyn really wants. Who is Robyn? What's Robyn's deepest desires? What are the things she also doesn't want in life?
Yeah.
And then allowed that growth that needed to happen, take its flow.
And how does it feel like, I guess, coming from this corporate job, it was kind of capped, but you had an amazing income, you were making some sort of impact, but there was a ceiling, right? And then it's like you've gone boom into this new space where it's like untapped income, untapped potential, what does that feel like? Because that must be huge, especially,
I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
I want to cry, but I won't.
Yeah.
Just breathing in the air any time of the day instead of waiting for my breaks. That alone is a shift, a massive shift. That's just an uncapped income. I heard of that with other people. Never thought that could be me.
So there's quite a lot of talk right now in the entrepreneurial world around kind of this debate that's going on, right? And everyone's asking everyone, is entrepreneurship born or is it bred, right? Okay. And I know you have an opinion on this, which is why I'm asking you. So many people are planting this flag and they're like, no, it can't be learned. It's deep within you. And I'm just curious to hear your thoughts on that, because you're someone that's come from this really, really successful corporate job. It was not an entrepreneurial job, it's a corporate job. You flipped your entire life and now you are this kick-ass entrepreneur living this life of freedom, creating a massive fucking impact, right? So do you believe that was bred? Do you believe that was always within you? It just wasn't harnessed? What is your take on all that?
So I never ever deeply thought about becoming an entrepreneur. Not that I recall, but I did have that innate feeling in my gut that I wanted to be able to create more. anyone can do. Well, maybe not anyone. You have to actually be willing, and not everyone's willing. And then there's also the next step, being committed. So the difference between willing and commitment is again another level. So
That's awesome.
yeah, but the door's open for anyone, whether you're born into it or not.
I love that. Listen to her. What she said. Cool. So I feel like you've achieved just so much in such a short period of time. Like, you've written an amazing book, you've grown a tribe, you've completely changed your lifestyle, your environment, you've moved to Bali. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's so cool. But I mean, what's next? Because I know that you're someone where you're always like next level, pushing forward. So what's the next goal, or what's the bigger goal? Like, where are you headed?
So I'm currently really focusing on researching all of the problems that entrepreneurs are having with growing their business, because I'm very results focused. So, people say, can you consult me on this, can you consult me on that? I'm not a consultant, I'm a resultant. So I'm really keen
I love
to
that.
speak
Say that
with
again, Wayne. I'm not a consultant, I'm a resultant. It's so cool.
And now I guess I would love to also know from your perspective, because you've observed me a lot in my growth, where you see the opportunity for me to up-level.
Probably the biggest thing for me right now, just from observing you online and posting and stuff like that, I think I kind of, and it's more like an intuition thing than like a here are the facts thing, but I kind of get this like feeling that you're a little bit stuck on the how. I feel like you're kind of in this place of like, oh my god, I need the perfect funnel and I need the perfect this and the perfect that, and everything's got to like convert and be amazing before anything can like shift to that next level. Versus I would say to you, well, what do you need to be doing internally to align to that result and really lock in the outcome? And it's kind of like screw the how a little bit, and just actually trusting that, if you really lock in that outcome and go, well, this is going to happen, and really get into this place of, well, it's done, then who cares how it manifests, because it's going to manifest anyway, and why would you get in there and interrupt the manifestation when it's already done, basically. We have a really important message today, and it's all around impact, right? For both of us, we're very, very, very focused on making an impact, not just in our own lives, but in the lives of our clients and our community, and also globally. And that's something I loved about Robyn from day one, was that it was always about the impact. She's like, yeah, of course, I want the great lifestyle and everything that comes with that, but ultimately she's here to make a massive difference. And I think the important thing to realize, guys, is that, you all have the potential to make a massive impact right now. I used to think when I was younger that impact was something that you got to when you were like 50 years old, or when you were like 60, or like, in the future, like once you'd made it, then you would be able to impact. When really that's not the case. Ultimately, when you look at it, it's just a decision, right? Yeah. It's just actually a decision, and really claiming that you're here to make a massive impact, and you're here to make a massive impact now. What we are doing is we are actually collaborating to build some schools in less fortunate places, right? Starting out with India. This is the first place that we're raising money to build a school, and here's how it's going to work, right? Or here's how it is working. It's $10,000 to build the school, right? $10,000 US, and it's only $10,000, right? Especially if you compare that to say Australia and the US and New Zealand and everything, right? Now, that lasts in excess of 20 years, and in that process, it's going to educate over 1,000 children, right? Guys, this is 1,000 children that would not have education otherwise. Let's get very, very, very clear on that. So you might think, oh my gosh, $10,000, I don't have $10,000, or I can't contribute $10,000 right now, but wait, $3.33 a day for 3 months, 33 people, and the school is built. So, what does that mean?
Just do it.
What is the 33? What is the $3.33 per day?
Same cost as your coffee, your latte, your flat whites that can become a strong life.
Right. Lattes are bad. You should give up lattes, and you should save some lives instead.
Kick them to the curb. It's easy.